Welcome to Fastang 444. Subscribe, please. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. This game was the first game of the day. That's why I was over next to that player's house. I have set as my player's house over to the greenhouse area. This is usually where I will start my first game of the day. Ingold Southeast in the greenhouse area here. And potentially there could be 3 drops. One behind me I would hear, one to the left I would see, and one, if I am angled just right, over on the other side of the greenhouses that would appear between the tiles. And when the game starts, I do not see or hear a drop, but I will move to the road. You have to start the game on a road, so over near the end of this greenhouse, where potentially if a drop spawns, even though I didn't hear a drop, I will be right next to it. And there isn't a drop, so I look behind me, I see a drop, so I am going to head over there. And this driver challenges me in a head-to-head, and yes, that was a sigh, because to me you have to spend way too much time engaging in head-to-heads, starting out engaging in a level 1. Let's see what I might have had. Oh, okay, so someone else took that. That was a level 3 Ford Focus. So I guess, who knows, maybe I'll get a level 2 Audi RS6. Would be the only good thing that couldn't come out of this, or I wind up with a drop that's nearby where I finish this head-to-head. That's actually happened before, where my anger, slight anger, turns into a positive. So this finish is just over here along the riverbed, it looks like, on the other side of this intersection. And what is this drop here? This is a level 2 Peugeot. So I'm instantly going to turn around, and if I don't get that Audi RS6 I was hoping for, or something faster than the level 2 Peugeot, and it's offering the Porsche 911 Carrera, so I'm going to decline it and come over here and take the Peugeot, and I am starting to regret that. Here comes someone over right towards me. Fortunately, they were on the other side of the buildings. They didn't challenge me, and they are chasing me. Let's see, what are they in? They are in a level 4. And remember that gamer tag. Watch what happens here. I'm going to abruptly turn to the left here, and hopefully they continue on, and they do. So that was a very close in evading them. I actually considered about turning around and engaging in a head-to-head and having momentum, but that level 4 is much quicker than the Peugeot. They most likely would have eliminated me. So let's come back over here and head into the first arena. As the arena shrinks, pause here. That vehicle on the mini-map very well could be that level 4 that was chasing me. And there are many vehicles off to the right, which is no surprise. That is the direction of the highway. A lot of people will hop on the highway early on in the game. Let's time this where I get just inside of the arena as the arena shrinks, and potentially there could be a drop on either side of this bridge here, one there, one over there, and there isn't one on either of those two points, those locations. So let's go back over to where I found this Peugeot. See, maybe something higher spawned. There is a vehicle that did spawn there. Come on. Be good. Be good. Oh, wow. This is good. I'm very happy with this. This is a level 6 Porsche 959. It's actually my favorite level 6 for off-road head-to-heads. And here comes a vehicle over here. Let's see, what are they in? Let's go. Got him. Oh, and this is that same driver that was chasing me in that level 4 Mitsubishi Lancer. That's funny. So they stayed right around there. Alright, so this head-to-head is leading over to the lava field, it looks like. And I'm looking at where the arena wall is here. Trying to estimate where the final arena might be. I'm not 100% sure yet. Maybe the final arena that is in between that intersection on the highway I just went through and the lava field arena 11 that is in between those 2 points. I'm not sure just yet. But I will take a glance at this drop over here. It looks like my opponent either quit or just conceded the loss and parked over near where they started. So a Mercedes AMG GT. This is a great car. This is more of a level 9 top speed vehicle. My favorite level 7. Here's a car chasing me. I think that also might be a red vehicle. It might also be a Mitsubishi Lancer. So I am going to head south. I believe the head-to-head would head north or northwest. Let's see. Let's engage. And they are also in a Mitsubishi Lancer. And this head-to-head goes up the mountain to Vulcan Road. This tells me it will be a final showdown up the mountain, Arena 18, by this finish point. And I call it Vulcan Road because at the beginning of 2024, I wound up landing in Vulcan, famous Russian YouTuber stream. 2 games in a row. I beat him, one in the final showdown, and the second one up here on what I nicknamed Vulcan Road. It's the shortest head-to-head in the game, the Eliminator. And it is a tricky head-to-head. I tend to park at the end of Vulcan Road. And there are actually different strategies. I've adjusted my strategies because others started using that same strategy that I would use. The road is roughly shaped like a leg, and the finish is right at the knee, the top of the knee, and I would go over near the foot, and that is actually where I caught Vulcan in a head-to-head. So let's get over to this finish here, and I see a vehicle off to the right over where I normally would go. You can see him on the mini map there. So I won't go over towards them and let them come towards me with momentum and eliminate me. So I'm going up here. This is what I call the Mike Mechanic method, my friend. We'll come up here, and a lot of times when drivers complete head-to-heads, they will come up here and you can catch them coming up towards you, and just go over to the finish, and you can see that driver over on the mini map to the left there. There are actually 3 popular methods of dealing with this short head-to-head. The one over on the foot, which is the method I prefer, and then there is the other one. Some will park just at either side of the finish point, either to the east or west of it, and wait for someone to come nearby and challenge them and just engage in a head-to-head, or as drivers are completing head-to-heads. And then the third one, the Mike Mechanic method. And someone just completed a head-to-head. There's 2 vehicles going flying down the mountain over towards the finish on the right. And I'll just sit here and watch and wait and hope that someone comes up towards me, and as you'll see, that doesn't happen. And someone gets into a Brocky there, RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck, which shouldn't be of concern for competition. There's a vehicle over on my right, and I was hoping I could go over and engage in a head-to-head with them. I think they may be hung up in the rocks there. And here they come. Let's see. No, they saw me. They took off. They were trying to come behind me with momentum. I'm falling for that, so I will just come back over here and just watch and wait. And someone gets into a Hoonigan Group A. Even though it's a level 9, it is more of a level 10 speed vehicle, so I have some competition. But if I can time my exit well, in this Lamborghini Murcielago, I like my chances. Sometimes people will not time their exit. They will wind up being so focused on this head-to-head. And someone just got into a level 9 Fiesta. Yeah, they will be so focused on this head-to-head and remain over here and get caught out of position for the final showdown. So that's my only hope. That is what happens. So I am going to make my way up and get in position for the final showdown. See one vehicle up on the peak of the mountain that was just up there for a moment on the right. Someone gets into a level 10 Funko just before the final showdown here.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
All right, there is a vehicle off to the left and a vehicle behind me that may be trying to time their exit. You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 18. The range of time to leave is 13 to 14 seconds. I will leave right as it goes to 14 seconds going down the mountain. It's actually difficult trying to time your exit with the speed you gain, and exit right at 3 seconds. So let's see how I do here. All right, now there's 3 vehicles on the mini map there. They're going to be late on their exit. Perfect. Okay, now 4, I see. I exit right at 3 seconds with speed. Perfect. And the finish point is over. It looks like over near the traffic circle on the west coast on the highway. So I've seen this finish point before. I know not to go through Horizon, Mexico. And there are rock formations if you go too close to Horizon, Mexico there, and there are some along this line that I go between. Now go straight on this line over to the highway. Rocks there on the left, on the highway, and there was a vehicle coming on quickly behind me, and they stopped abruptly. So I'm not sure what they hit back there. I'll get the win in my first game of the day. This is great. What a great start.
Winner! Welcome to the Illuminati!
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe please. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers.